telling you. Hi, all of y'all. This is Gil. So today is May 18th, 2021. As some of you probably might know, because you guys known me for a little while now, it appears to me that today marks the 30th year anniversary of the wreck that I had on that scooter. But it's actually on May 20th, 1991 when I had the crash. Telling you. But before I go on to that story, like I had a time when I was trying to sell my car, the Mercury. During that time in 1991, exactly 30 years ago, 1991 this time, because it was like a time when I was on a financial crisis, because, the economy got bad, like it was, I was a victim of recession back in 1991, like 1990, 91. And I was having a really difficult time finding a job, and I was looking for any job, I wanted to look for anything. Originally, I wanted to look for a mechanic job, auto mechanic job, but I mean, with so many months and months of trying and everything, and I was not able to succeed on finding a job working on cars, so I was willing to work on anything, so I was on a financial crisis back then. I only had the coffee shop job, and it was not enough, so yeah. It just got to the point where I needed to sell everything, like I had to sell everything, so I could make ends meet, like even my camcorder back in 1991. I actually had my camcorder for sale according to the video that I saw. I heard myself say that I was selling the camcorder, although I did not exactly want to sell it, but I mean, I do know that my mom's friend offered to buy it at the time, and I went ahead and I took the offer. $200 at the time, And then, of course, when I was trying to sell the Mercury, I had a hard time selling that car at the time, and everything. But, I mean, like, as the time went by, I just had a hard time selling the car, and then apparently the car broke down, which it was known for doing, like back at the time. Overheating was a common problem on that white Mercury Marquis that I used to have back in the time. Speaking of which, this car behind me, I mean, it's like the car that I had. It was white though. So at the time I was selling the car, so, for that month that I was trying to sell the car, like I would park it, I would go out parking the car for sale and stuff. So, yeah, like I said, like for about a month, almost every day I would go out parking the car for sale, like I would go out and park the car for sale, and I was not getting any luck at all, like parking. I mean, that was the only way we were able to do that. And of course, place an ad if we wanted to, but I didn't want to pay like $30, to place an ad back in the times, Because at the time, I was asking like $1,300 at the time, but it needed some work, and so, I mean, I couldn't sell it apparently. And so, and another thing that I used to do about that car to try to sell it, I used to actually drive it to my job in Covina from Fontana so I could park it for sale at my job. Maybe like if I would park it at my job, maybe I would have some better luck. And I did that a couple times. Only problem though, that the car was not exactly reliable because it had the tendency to overheat and stuff. So at about this time back in 1991, 30 years ago, I had already sold a couple of my items because I needed money, and so I could fix my scooter or just so I can buy my food, kind of, but I mean, so anyways. But of course, I was hopeful that I would eventually find a job, because I was looking for a job, but it was really hard for me to get a job, and so every day I would go out parking the car for sale, I would park the car for sale, and of course, nobody actually called for it, and then I tried to take it to a dealer, and they only wanted to give me $800, you know, and it was only 8 years old. The car was only 8 years old at the time, you know. Yeah. Well, anyway, to make the story short now, I mean, so one day, it was going on to May 19th, 1991. Like, when I went to my job, when I went to work at the coffee shop, I drove the Mercury Marquis over there, and it broke, you know, after I had paid $130 to fix it, like a week earlier, you know. So it broke down, like, because the head gasket blew up on that car, you know. So, yeah. So, at the time, you know, going to my coffee shop job to make the little bit of money that I was going to get that weekend, you know, I was typically making about $30 a week at the time, you know, working like Saturday and Sunday, I think it was, you know. So I go to my job that day, and then the car broke down on the 15 freeway going on to the 10, because like the white smoke started coming out, and so, I mean, and then I came across, you know, like some people who wanted to buy my car, and I just happened to get someone wanting to buy my car at the time, even though it was blown, the head gasket was blown. And so they offered $500, and I took it. I took the $500, and so, yeah. I just know that I was like really happy to have sold the car. I was happy to have sold this car, you know, like a Mercury just like this one. I was happy to sell it because I needed the money, man. I really needed the money. But of course, you know, I did not want to sell the car. I mean, I did not want to have to sell everything that I had, you know, but I kind of needed the money. Even the camcorder, you know, I did not exactly want to sell it, but I mean, I needed the money at the time. So anyway, so after I sold the car and everything, and I got $500, it was like the next day, literally, that I wanted to go ahead and take a ride on that scooter to Covina to do a number of things I wanted to go ahead and buy the parts that I wanted to buy for my scooter, and then at the same time get a haircut and other things like that. I wanted to do that. So, yeah. So, well, anyway. Okay, that's what my story about all this. So now what's going to come up next is that video, is everything I just talked about. The video is going to come up right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the video that's coming up as me just before I wrecked the scooter. Yeah.
This is a VCR of hair. No, this, what happened to me, I'm talking in the videotape. What happened to me today was my piece of shit engined car. Sick engined car broke down today on the freeway, and it happened to be that it was overheated again. The problem that my mom had from before. That's the kind of problem that my mom had before with that car that she gave me for $700. Now guess what? Now I'm gonna sell the car for now a lot cheaper than I was suspecting it for. But before I do that, I'll probably give some parts to my daddy.
Slim fast.
I'll probably give my daddy the tires or something. Or take off his old tires and put on the good ones. What?
Look at the time.
It's 11:30.
At night.
But it was pretty good on how the police stopped the whole traffic just for me to get onto the right shoulder. It's pretty rad.
Get it? Come here.
Oh! Look at the tail. Shady cat. Come here. I know he doesn't like it when I bother him. He don't like it. He don't like it when I bother him. As with most living things, they don't like them when you bother them. Even your own self, when somebody bothers you. Oh, it still sucks about that situation that I had in yesterday. Now I'm gonna lose a lot of money on the car and all, like I said. Just right now on the video before this one. I'm gonna lose like, I lost a lot of money already because of the damaged engine. Now it's gonna hurt me even worse, man. 'Cause I'm gonna have to consider myself not having a car. Well, really, I don't. Ooh! Carlos's birthday is almost up. Then my daddy's gonna have Father's Day on.
Get out of the car. The man then fired 3 shots through her window. 1 bullet hit her in the face. The woman was taken to a nearby hospital where she's listed in stable condition.
Lyle and Eric Menendez, brothers accused of killing their wealthy Beverly Hills parents, are back in court today. But legal maneuverings once again prevented the preliminary hearing date from being set. The judge says it won't be until this summer at the earliest. The reason for this delay? The Supreme Court still has to review a lower court decision that would allow
Gotta go to work on the weekend. Oh, you have to paint. Cooking an everyday dinner here. This camera is not working properly, but I'm selling it, so I'm still selling it for a very low price because of that fact that it's not working that good, and also it's depreciated a great deal too. Look what happened. I got money for that car finally. Finally got money for my car. Now I no longer have the car to worry about. Instead, I got money. Now I'm going to use 2 of these. These 2 of these will be mine for the scooter to fix it all up. No, 20 in here. Then I gave I gave mommy or mom $250 to pay her back, you know, the $130 for the car to fix it. And then another $125 for a payback. So that's all mommy's money, and then this is gonna go into my scooter, the muffler. I got plenty of money, man. That's good, man. I got money now. I don't have to have the car to worry about. I don't have the car to worry about now because the car broke down today. My car, I was on the 15, going off the 15, and I was going about almost 100 miles an hour, like 95 or 90, 95. I was going real fast. And I noticed that pop. I heard a pop, and that I suddenly saw smoke coming out of the window, the back of the car, and then I knew something went wrong with the car. So I pulled over off the freeway. I pulled over, and I noticed it was overheating, but it didn't seem like it was heating up. So I decided to just keep on driving, and then I noticed it was overheating. Jeez. I was a little bit mad because I just paid $130 to fix the car. Now guess what? Now something big went wrong with the car. The head of the engine, the head gasket went out. And then I was lucky some people, Mexicans, came by. And they were very interested in the car. And I was really lucky. Really lucky. Because I probably would have not done nothing for the car. I'm glad I got rid of that car.
Look at, watch the kitty. Watch, he's just going, he's just, you know, look at him. Calm and watch. He smells it.
Curly, curly, cur.
Can you watch it?
Curly, cur.
Okay.
Curly, curly, cur. The kitty cat. Dang, dang. Well, look at all the money. No more car for leak. No more car to leak oil on the driveway anymore, and no more car to do this. No more car to worry about. No more car to get stolen or have to be putting gas in, especially. No more oil changes on the car. Now I don't have a car to worry about anymore. Now I just got to do the scooter. That's all I got to worry about now. They're just a scooter, a motor scooter. That's all I got to worry about. Thing gonna break your hair, Mom.
Hey.
Hey. Ah, this is a perfect place to record
What is this?
when it's lighting for that. That's where the camera's being powered from.
Duffy, get over here. Duffy, oh, look it.
You're so good. If you put some more bricks and a little flatter, I'll let you, I'll cook you breakfast.
Oh, this part, that's the button.
Well, you have big enough house. See, he can live downstairs in his own bedroom, and you can live upstairs. No, but yeah, or that house is for sale over there.
And he can make them.
Run that way, Chrissy, where there's no rock, where there's no weed.
We gave him a bath. We gave him 2 baths.
And like maybe some of that ice. You know that those succulents. They close up the night to deal. And then rock. Because I would say if you put
Release of liability on my car.
Which way should I do it? This way, huh? Because this is glossy kind. And it's hard to erase. So when you erase, you can see everything. I'll just do it this way.
Harry.
Cardboard paper.
Ah!
It's not good this way.
Try it the other way, Mommy. I think it's better the other way.
I hate this fork.
I'm not the one doing the homework.
I hate this fork. Hate it. Ah!
So going on to May 20th, 1991, I went ahead and decided to take a ride on that scooter to do the things that I wanted to do, and that was especially to buy parts to my scooter. I wanted a muffler, because the muffler was loud and stuff, and I needed a new muffler on that scooter, and I wanted to do other things along with some tires. I needed to get tires on that scooter, and apparently, like, the tires were really bad on that scooter at the time. But at the time, you know, my little 20-year-old self thought that I can go a couple more days before, I could wait, you know, a couple days until I'm ready to get tired, you know. Shit. Playing with my life there, you know. I was playing with my life right there. I was playing with fire right there, you know, I tell you. So, riding along the 10 freeway and the tire blew out. I had a blowout on the tire, on the front tire of the scooter while I was on the freeway, and made me lose control apparently, and then a car hit me when I was trying to get off the freeway, the way it looked like to me. I know I was trying to get off the freeway at the time when the tire had a blowout, but I think my scooter veered right in front of a car, like suddenly veered. Of course, it's gonna make you lose control when the tire blows out on that scooter, you know. Yeah, so anyway, and then I had the wreck. When I had the wreck, you know, I didn't feel anything, you know. I really didn't feel anything when I wrecked it, because it rendered me unconscious apparently, you know, and I woke up in the hospital like about an hour later or so, or maybe a couple of hours later. I just remember that when I had the wreck, like the time when I wrecked it, it's like I felt like I was relaxed. It's like the way I felt like I was relaxed. And then I knew that the ambulance had came, and I knew that they were working on me, you know, like the paramedics and stuff. And I was hearing the voices, you know, about the accident scene at the accident. I was hearing it, but I didn't see anything because I was kind of like unconscious, but I was able to hear them talking and everything. But I do know that it was a really nice feeling, though. It was actually a relaxing feeling, like during the time when I was unconscious and stuff. So yeah, I just know that at the end, you know, it was very painful. That the accident was very painful because I had a really bad injury on my head. I had head injury on like I think I still have loss of hair from that time of the wreck. But I think it might be because I'm old, but anyways, and then my 2 front teeth broke in the accident. So yeah, I remember that day, I tell you, man. Yeah, you know, I tell you, and then everybody there, doctors and everybody, like, kept telling me that I'm very lucky that I'm still alive, because that could have killed me, you know, and I could have killed myself there. I tell you, man. Yeah, that's something I could have told. I totally could have killed myself there, but I'm lucky that it didn't happen, you know. But and I always kind of think about it. I always think about it like what would it have been like if I would have been killed there, you know? Like, what would it have been like? Like, I always ask myself that question, you know, like, what would it have been like if I would have died in that accident, you know, like in that scooter accident? I always ask myself, like, how would my family have taken it, or how would have life had gone if I would have been dead from that point on? Imagine if I would have died in the wreck, I wouldn't have had all these videos to show you guys, telling you, including this one right now. So yeah, but anyway, I just know that after the wreck, it caused even more havoc on my financial, you know, more havoc, because I was now like needing money to fix that scooter, because miraculously, my scooter was still running and everything, but the frame was bent, and so I basically rebuilt the whole scooter, and I bought a scooter, like an old scooter, and I just took all the good parts off of my wrecked scooter, and I put it on the frame of the new scooter I bought. You know, like I bought it for $100. But it didn't have an engine in it, you know, so I just swapped out all the parts from the bad frame to the good one, you know. And then I was riding again, you know. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't know the accident wreaked havoc even more on my finances, you know, because I was now needing more money to fix the scooter up and stuff. I was putting all the money into the scooter now. Yeah. So apparently shortly after I wrecked the scooter, I mean, shortly after, that's when I sold my camcorder, you know, like, because I sold the camcorder for $200, so that way I can go ahead and fix up my scooter, you know, like, to get it going. Because at the time I felt like I gotta have that scooter, because I felt like the scooter was like the difference of who I am or who I'm not, you know, back in the time, you know, like, because you know how some of us need to have our cars, you know, in order for us to feel like we're somebody, you know, that we're somebody and stuff, you know. So yeah. And it's funny because, like, you know, like, I had just sold the Mercury the day before. So, like, imagine that, you know, imagine that if I would have just sold the Mercury and then I wrecked the scooter, and if I would have died in the accident, then the scooter would not have been home, and imagine that there would have been no trace of me at that point, you know, because I had already sold all my stuff, you know, back in my day, you know, because I was like so money hungry back then. I sold pretty much everything, you know, that I had at that point. And then so imagine, like, having sold all my stuff and then having just sold the Mercury Marquis at the time, and then if I would have wrecked the scooter and died in the wreck, there would have been no trace of me at that house. What would it have been like? You know, it's like, at that point I went from nothing to where I'm at today in the 30 years. So yeah, well, anyway, okay, that's what my story about all this. So now what's gonna come up next is that video, like, is everything I just talked about. The video is gonna come up right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the next, the video that's coming up, is me just before I wrecked the scooter. Yeah.
Ah. As you could probably see, I have been involved in a motorcycle accident. Just on the 20th of May, just on Monday, I've been involved in a motor scooter accident. And from what I remember on that day, it was a very bad experience I had. And I remember I was going on my way to West Covina to get an extension on a ticket, and at the same time get parts for my scooter to make it run at its best. And I was on the freeway, 10 freeway, going towards the 57 intersection. Well, I wasn't going on the 57, but I was near there. And the next thing I know, everything turned black on me. I was just driving normal, 55 or 60 miles an hour on the second lane. The next thing I know, everything turned black. And when the lights turned on, I was in the hospital. And they had told me that I'd been involved in an accident. And I found that very hard to believe, because it's a very bad experience, very unfavorable experience. So I would have to say right now, my scooter is probably gone. I don't know. Maybe it's still rideable, but whether it's gone or rideable, I don't think I'm gonna drive that thing again. And I may not be able to have a motor vehicle anymore, because I'm gone. My driving privilege is gone because I don't even have a motor vehicle now. If this one's not running, I would have to consider selling the scooter. But as you can see, my face got scraped. and my hands got scraped, and my arms, but you can't really see it, but it got scraped, and my legs and my back got scraped, but doctors told me that I was very lucky that I lived. They tell me that I was very lucky nothing broke on me, or that I lived or survived. And my 2 front teeth broke too, if you can see. Yeah, I'm just telling you, it's a very bad experience to get into an accident on a motorcycle. Whether you're on the freeway or not, you're gonna get hurt. Whether it's your fault or not, also you're gonna get hurt. Right now it's getting bad. I'm getting better right now. As of the 23rd of this month, May, I'm getting better. I'm able to walk now. Now, for the first couple days, I couldn't because it hurted so bad. My heels hurt real bad right now. It's not so bad, but I could walk. Let's see. I'll have to get pictures of the scooter and have to get pictures of myself and stuff. Yeah, this is a scooter that I ate it on. Munched it on the freeway. It's demolished. Now I could use it for the part. I can like take the good parts and sell them, you know, and get money back for it. So, you know, I'm gonna have to consider this scooter a total loss. So, you know, it wasn't worth that much anyway. So, but I was on my way to get parts for this thing. Demolished.
Yesterday he took him to the moon, and he gets tired real soon and like that. So as already, I wanted to make a barbecue on Sunday.
Oops. Girl, let's hold the camera so I can point at me. Because now that way I can get a picture of my own self. It lost its data already. Okay, point the camera at me so I'll see so I can get a picture of myself.
Is it recording?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Either this weekend or next
Look at how hurt he
if
is.
you're not gonna release the next one.
It's getting
But
better.
then he should be
Yeah.
okay.
Getting a little bit better. Oh, why?
Okay, bueno, yo hablo con Carlota. And then I'll let you know, but I'll let you know what happened. Okay.
Really?
Let's go, mommy.
You knew about that too?
Yeah.
Oh, you called everybody.
Hi, Mama.
Okay, that's cool.
Wait, Mom, look. Look at the camera.
All the papers are gonna fly away. You can keep them down. You're gonna be sick.
Mommy, look at the camera.
Are you going with me?
Well, I'm getting better every day. Oh well, I'm out here after the accident. Do you know what? It's about time I got battery power on this camera. About time, huh? House. I never really recorded it here. This is a skid mark that I did on my car. But but I don't even have the car anymore. I now no longer have a motor vehicle. I no longer have a car now. A scooter or no motor vehicle now. Jerry's house. Those are the dudes, or the little boy. Jerry was the one that was involved in stealing things from our house, and we caught him. This is a damaged, like, it suffered great damage. The motorcycle. But the front end did not suffer any damage at all. Look at this. See, the front end did not suffer any damage at all. See, look at this. It didn't suffer any damage. Except for the front tire, but it blown out on me. See the front tire? See, there's this bad spot on this tire. See, you could probably see that spot. See, that's where it popped on. See? What were you saying about the curlies?
I'm going camping with Andrea.
Andreas.
Look at him!
Now you record him.
Dang, he must be hungry. Yeah, Sunday.
Darling.
He can climb up those 2 stairs, but when he gets up to the rest of them, he's so scared. Watch, let him climb up. Come here. Watch. He can climb up some of these. Come here, Duffy.
No shit.
Go up here, go up here. Up here. He can't climb all these. He can climb maybe the first 2 or something. Come here, Duffy. He can't climb, see?
He couldn't climb before, remember?
No, now he can, sort of. But then he gets
I remember when he couldn't do it, no, when he first lived here.
And we only have him for like 3 weeks. Not even 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's long enough, huh?
I know it.
Oh my god,
God,
he's
I
doing
know.
it.
Oh my gosh! I don't think he can get up. He's too scared.
Maybe not.
I hope so. I gotta go to the bathroom. Look, he's not going into the pool. Now he's afraid to go down. You should see when he goes down. And his butt goes all the way up.
That is true.
It's funny.
Go down. Maybe the dog will go down.
He's too scared now to go down. Look at him.
Let's go down there.
He can't go fast. Look at him. He looks just like a little baby.
finally have battery power to this camera.
Yeah.
What, Mom?
Want to taste it?
I don't know if I feel like the pizza or not. If I don't, then Carlos can have both. Hairy, hairy, hair. I'm definitely getting better, hair. And look, now my face looks like I've never been in an accident. I'm living. Well, Carlos.
Why? What did you do that?
Just because you know what? Because I feel like eating it, but after I eat it, the chocolate part is too sweet, and it gets me feeling.
Leave it or not leave it.
So, do you think I'm gonna be contributed money, Mom, for a vacation or something, or am I gonna stay here? About how? Where am I gonna get the money? Unless somebody lends me the money.
Let's see.
I'll lend you it.
Well, because no, I usually don't take things as a freeloader. I usually pay back, you know. But you know, the thing is, I'm gonna be home alone if I don't get money.
Mom's chili.
Besides, I want to try to collect enough birthday money to buy me a car. Now, hopefully that my license will be alive. My driving privilege will be alive. That looks like cola, but it's not though, huh? That orange, it looks like a cola though.
The red stuff?
Is that cola now, huh? It's
Wine color.
wine. It's like a wine.
Yeah.
But what's a wine cooler? What's the difference
It
between
tastes
them?
like fruit juice, but only you can taste the little alcohol in it.
Oh, I understand.
Taste it.
Oh.
It's good.
Oh.
Want some?
Huh?
Want some?
I don't know. Cheap holiday. Had stolen chips from Curly. What's today, the 24th?
I think it is.
Wow, cheap. My cheap. My cheap.
Hello. You splattered a little bit of the root beer.
I can't drink it. But I also don't have that much. It's cute. Look at me right now. So naughty.
Jokes.
Oh, my contact.
Did you bring your contacts now?
Don't worry. I didn't forget it.
I don't know if it's the 24th. I think it's the 25th today.
It is the 25th.
Oh, that figures. Today is the 25th, not the 24th. What, Carlos? What, T-Paldo?
His contacts are smaller than his brown part.
Oh, that's weird.
And I can see the
Do you have the... is your contacts like a disposable kind or what?
They're there.
Or you have to wash them?
I have to wash them.
You have to wash those teeth.
Hey! Hands up. Hey!
They're mine. Hey, who's in? Let's go.
Wash them. Carlos.
This is my beautiful house.
What's today, Joe? The 23rd. The video you just saw right now was the 25th, not the 24th. This is 26th today.
This is 26. And it's in the morning, too.
No.
From our house, I hope it's long distance.
Carlos, you have to pay me 20 Carloses. See my face? Don't look so bad anymore. Just over here is messed up. And a little bit over here. Otherwise my face looks really clean. Otherwise my face not bad at all. It's not bad. No scrapes or anything. Hardly anything wrong with my face. And just my hands are a little messed up. There's a reflection of a mirror, so. Not so bad. I'm feeling better, but no, like the doctors still recommend me to lie down.
Don't you get up.
Go on the light so that it'll record cleaner. Alright, there's the Alicia's car. The bugged.
Come on, don't you get up.
And that's worth a lot of money still. That bug is still worth money. A lot of money. Because those are classics, they say. T-Paldo. Bugged.
Okay, we're doing
What are you doing, Jose? The next one, not 3 doors.
Come on. Come on, Duffy.
Record me, man.
Uh-huh.
T-Paldo.
Oh, there's Gilbert. And here's a close-up of his scars right here.
Is it clear enough?
Yeah, pretty
Oh
clear.
yeah?
Yeah.
T-Paldo. See my scars?
Ooh. Here, let's check out your elbows. There we go.
Not so bad. There's a sticker there still.
Yeah. See the date right there.
Yeah, the corner walking. on after Cynthia's birthday.
Cynthia's birthday. Oh, dude.
I'm feeling a lot better, man.
You are?
Yep. I'm gonna walk up.
No.
How I think my mama. I think my mama was gonna go to the Raleigh Haran vacation, and she's probably gonna get some money for me to
Oh,
go.
you're going to?
I don't know. I really don't know. But
Would you
my
like to
mom-
go?
I would, but
Yeah.
if my mom or somebody would give me $300, otherwise I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna be home all through all the time when my mom's gone. So, and she's gone, I'll be able to save up to buy a car. I ain't gonna buy no scooter again. Well, if I do buy a scooter, this time I'll let the rear tire get flat.
Yeah.
I'll let the tire get flat on the streets this time, if I buy a scooter.
So if you buy a scooter, you're not gonna ride it on the freeway no more?
Hell no. I ain't gonna ride that scooter again, period, for a long time.
Well, besides, your license is suspended.
Now, my license probably will be suspended, but for 6 months, so I don't know. But I don't even have a car anymore. So what am I supposed to do now? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt me, because I don't even have a car anymore, and I don't even have money to buy a car right now. I have to save up now.
Yeah, I guess you do.
Somehow. I'm gonna buy like a $1,000 car or something, like a Ford Fairmont or something. Or maybe like Arnold's little car.
Why don't you get a Geo?
Shit, if I had the money. But I'm gonna buy like a $1,000 car. And it's gonna be like it's probably gonna be like a Toyota Celica, like that one over there. Like one of those.
Like that one right there?
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-uh.
I thought it had something on the back.
No, it's only in the front right there. See, guys?
Shit.
Get off my case.
Do you
Cool shirt, man. Cool shirt.
What?
Cool
So
shirt.
now I bet you nobody's now gonna want a scooter now.
I know, huh?
Huh, tough haul. G-Boy's gonna be coming pretty soon.
He is. Along with Arnold.
Yeah. Try to get a picture of my whole self. Or at least half of myself.
There we go.
And now,
Oh, here's Gilbert.
what was I gonna say? Yeah. So I don't even
Describe
have-
your accident.
Oh, okay. Not accident. I remember I was on my way to West Covina with the scooter, and I was on my way to get parts for my scooter, and including 2 tires, like to make it as perfect as possible. Is it recording now?
Yeah.
And then I was at the same time I was gonna do other things, right? Get a haircut. I was gonna get a haircut right here. And then what else? I was gonna get an extension on a ticket. And then I was on my way, right? And on the intersection of the 210 or 57, my tire blew out on me, right? My front tire, I remember now because of the scooter when I saw it. My front tire blew out on me. And then I stayed in control for about 5 seconds, and during that time I tried to slow down to a stop, but slowly, so that I can slow down to a stop and then I can get off the freeway. Or I was gonna try to get off the freeway, either one. But no, when I tried to do that, next thing I know, everything turned black.
Hey, why is it on the street?
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Get him out.
Everything just suddenly turned black, man. And then next thing I know, I woke up in the hospital, and I've been told I've been in an accident. Oh boy, that was a pretty bad experience.
No, wait, record him.
I gotta tell you, it's a very, very frightening experience to have a flat tire on the freeway. Like it's very frightening to get a flat tire on the freeway, on a car, but on a scooter it's worse. You get so scared Because you know you're going to get into an accident. You know, there's no doubt about it, man. And I knew that. I was so scared that I fell unconscious before the accident. It was like a little expression.
Yeah.
See how the...
Well.
Now, I'm going to see if there's anything in my back of my head. Is there anything in the back of my head?
The back of your head? No, it's... Let me see. Turn around. Anything? No, not quite.
Really big. Now zoom back.
Alright, zooming back.
Back.
Zooming back.
And if I'm going to walk around and see how my back of my head is with the zoom all the way down.
Okay.
Looks alright, huh?
Looks normal.
Record my cherries.
Okay, you can pause now. If you want.
Yeah, where's the dog? There you go.
I'm going to walk on the ground. Get the dog.
That's sad.
Ow.
Hey, Pooch. Where's the dog? There you go.
There's even a scar on my foot too, man.
There is where?
It's right there.
Ugh.
And there's one right here too.
Yep.
It hurted.
I
So
know. So
bad.
that's what you told me when you were at the hospital? That's what you said that hurt you?
Yeah, these pants are loose.
The attorney me dijo que it depends on the police report. Dice, as soon as you get the police report, call me. Dice, so we can go over it together. Because sometimes we see something you don't see. Like it may say, according to you, that it was his fault, but according to me, it may not be. But it's all up to the police report.
Here. You bought my favorite.